Thanks for joining me today for Coffee with Chris. I'm Chris, and I want to welcome you. I've been on the phone lately and I just realized something. School's starting. When your kids are grown, you forget about all that stuff. But what I'm seeing is parents everywhere are getting their kids ready for school. We want to make sure our kids are prepared, that they have the comfortable clothes that they need to feel confident, the proper tools in their bags, their book bags, to achieve success. We as parents spend a lot of time and money to make sure that our kids get off to the right start. We know that their education is the key to their future. I remember when I was a little girl, my mom doing the same for me. New paper, binders, indexes, and pencils. I always talked her into a protractor too, even though I only used it for doodling. What can I say? I'm kind of a nerd. As a mom, I remember doing the same thing for my kids, although it was more like backpacks, calculators, erasable pens, never pencils. This year I watched my granddaughter get ready for kindergarten, and the process is the same and the products are a little updated. I also remember that the beginning of the school year always determined the grade jump for the new Sunday school year. New flannel board stories of biblical characters with crazy ideas and really bad decision making and superhero God endings. In my early Sunday school years, I memorized simple verses. There was one every week, and if I could repeat it on Sunday morning, I got to choose a candy bar. Let's just say not too many Sundays went by that I didn't have chocolate on my teeth. As I grew older, I memorized longer passages and I got bigger prizes. Some were less gratifying than chocolate, but always pretty cool. So here's the deal. For whatever motive I had, I learned hundreds of Bible verses that I can recall today with stunning King James Version accuracy. Those verses made it onto the tablet of my heart, and years later, the Holy Spirit dusts those things off, brings the words up to my conscious level just when I need them the most. Those words kept me out of trouble so many times through high school and much of college. They gave me that holy nudge that I needed to keep my moral compass pointing due north. From 1 Corinthians 12:9, "My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." From Luke, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, with all thy soul, with all thy strength, and thy neighbor as thyself." 1 Corinthians 10:13, "There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man." That one got me through a lot. But the best part was at the end where it says, "But he will always make a way to escape." Ladies, I have known these verses and hundreds of others for nearly 50 years. That's a long time. I confess I had to look up the references, but the text, like it's engraved in my brain and my heart. Your kids need that too. Make sure as you prepare your kids for school and set their goals for the academic year, that you're also preparing them spiritually. Examine the curriculum at your children's church and share the information with your husband so he can be a part of the decision-making process about their very important moral upbringing. Get to know their teachers, their leaders. Support your child in his or her classroom just like you do at a regular school. It's so important that kids have other adults in their lives as they mature so they get opinions you can trust. And here's my proof, my experience of that. When my mom passed away, I was 19 years old. It's a pretty critical time in a young woman's life. I went back to my 3rd and 4th grade Sunday school teachers for guidance, for support. And they never let me down. With the help of the Holy Spirit, they guided me to adulthood. Kids need to learn about God while they're kids. Thanks for joining me today for Coffee with Chris. Be sure and tell a friend about this episode because I think it's one of the most important ones I'll ever do. See you next time.